In this video, I'm going to share 4 essential foods that help me have better control over my mood, and now I'm also able to get more restful sleep, helping me to wake up refreshed and be motivated to get on with my day. So if you're new here, my name is Shirley, and I am a nutritional therapist with a 3-year diploma in nutritional therapy. And on this channel, I share diet and lifestyle solutions to help you manage your menopause symptoms. So the first essential food in my menopause diet are proteins. And the main reason for adding lots of proteins in my diet is to help keep me feel full for longer. Our bodies can only process around a teaspoon of sugar at a time. So when we are eating those high carbohydrate foods, so whether it's rice, pastas, potatoes, biscuits or sweets, those foods raises our blood sugar levels too high. So in order to bring our blood sugar levels back down, the body releases a hormone called insulin. And the higher the carbohydrate foods or the sugars being released from your foods, the more insulin your body is going to release. You will feel that as brain fog, tiredness, irritability, and that may be one reason you're also waking up in the middle of the night. And the reason for that is because while we're sleeping, our blood sugar levels would have dropped and our cortisol kicks in just to keep our energy levels up. And cortisol is actually a stress hormone, and it gets released to release some energy from your liver. So that's why when you wake up in the middle of the night and your heart is pumping and you feel anxiety, that's probably what's happening in your body, and that's why you can't get back to sleep again. So because proteins are slower to digest, they also slow down the digestion and the absorption of sugar or glucose from the foods you're eating, helping to keep your blood sugar levels stable, which means you're less likely to snack. And this may also help to keep your blood sugar levels stable at night, helping you to get better and more restful sleep. Another reason to add more proteins in our menopause diet is because as we age, we naturally lose muscle mass. And this may be speeded up by the fact that we have lower estrogen as we enter perimenopause, intermenopause, and postmenopause. However, in this study, they found that participants who ate 1 or more portions of proteins per day actually were protective against sarcopenia or muscle loss. And because eating a protein meal provided a steady growth of muscle build-up over a period of 2 to 4 hours, having proteins at your main meals provide a steady source of muscle growth over a period of time. So if you want to preserve your muscle mass, it's important to add more proteins in your diet. I always have lots of vegetables, whether it's a salad or having lots of cruciferous vegetables, which takes me into the second essential food in my menopause diet, and that are cruciferous vegetables. So when my doctor first explained to me that I was in early menopause and I was about 48 at the time, I knew nothing about menopause. So being a midwife at the time, the first thing I did was I wanted to understand what was happening in my body. I thought that menopause was just a period stopping. But when I did the research and I found that lower female hormones means that we're at greater risk for cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis, and it was actually the thought of a higher risk for cancer that led me to research further into what will help me during menopause. And that's when I came across cruciferous vegetables. And basically, cruciferous vegetables are your cabbages, cauliflower, broccoli, pak choi, Brussels sprouts and kale, and those sorts of vegetables. Our body needs to get rid of those estrogen metabolites or byproducts of processing estrogen. So how does eating cruciferous vegetables reduce our risk for estrogen related cancers or diseases? So one of the compounds that cruciferous vegetables have are called glucosinolates, which are now known to have anti-cancer and antimicrobial products and generally have protective properties against estrogen-associated diseases or cancers. Other compounds that cruciferous vegetables have are indole-3 carbonyl and diindole methane, or better known as DIM. So these two compounds actually go in hand because there's growing evidence that indole-3 carbonyl have protective properties against estrogen-responsive cancers, as well as supporting hormone balance and repairing DNA damage. In a similar way, DIM has been shown to kill off damaged cells that may grow into cancerous cells. So when it comes to my diet, I pretty much have cruciferous vegetables of some sort with my lunch and dinners. And a lot of the time, half of the plate tends to be with cruciferous vegetables. So I hope you got value from the information I've shared so far. And if you have, I'd love you to hit the like button so YouTube knows to share this information with other women who may benefit from the information I share here. And if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing and remember to hit the bell icon so you never miss a video when I've posted it. So the third essential foods in my menopause diet are fibre. And this actually goes hand in hand when it comes to supporting us with estrogen related diseases. So once our body has metabolized estrogen, it makes the byproducts more water soluble because estrogen is a fat soluble hormone. And once the estrogen byproducts are made water soluble, it gets passed into our stools so that our body can excrete the estrogen. And it's really important that we need to resolve our constipation and get our bowels moving regularly. When we're constipated, an enzyme called beta-glucuronidase reacts with those safely packaged byproducts of estrogen and releases it back into our circulation. This byproduct that's just got released back into our circulation is actually more toxic than the original byproduct that was created from the metabolism of estrogen. So not only are we increasing the toxins in our body, it's also increasing the estrogen that's being circulated in our body, creating a state of estrogen dominance. And this is why we need the fibre to regulate our bowel movements and to make sure that we excrete those toxic byproducts of estrogen metabolism out of our system, and thereby reducing our risk for estrogen-associated diseases. So the second reason that I have lots of fibre in my diet is because 95% of serotonin, which is our happy hormone, is made in our gut. Like a thriving forest, we have a diverse variety of bacteria in our gut, and fibre-rich food feeds the beneficial bacteria that promotes good health. It's now known that these beneficial bacteria support our health in terms of calming our nervous system, helping with brain fog, and helping the hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal axis to calm our nervous system. And that's why we need a good level of fibre in our diet to feed this health promoting bacteria. The other reason to have more fibre in your diet is, again, it helps to slow down the release of glucose or sugar from the types of food that you eat, helping you to feel full for longer, reducing the need to snack, and then helping to keep your blood sugar levels stable. So it reduces those anxiety, palpitations, those slow moods, those nervousness and jitteriness. So adding more fibre can support you in many ways. So the fourth essential food in my menopause diet are healthy fats. And this is why I include a lot of fish in my diet, as well as having avocados, coconut oil, and snacking on nuts. And the reason we need lots of healthy fats in our diet is because our body needs it to create our hormones and at the same time balance our hormones. And healthy fats also help to keep our skin, hair and nail nourished and in good condition. So if you want to know how healthy fats can help you in more detail, go and check out this video, which I will put a link in the eye above, and I'll see you in the next video.